Okay, so we just talked about a cold front. Now we're gonna look at a warm front. A warm front is when the warm air is moving in. And warm air is less dense, so it can't just push the cold air out of the way. The cold air just kind of sits in place and says, make me. So if we have our ground level, we got a building over here. The warm air on this side, let's say, call it 75 degrees again. And we'll say the cold air over here is 60 degrees. When the warm air comes in, it just slides up over the cold air. Whereas with the cold front, the warm air rose abruptly and made a narrow band of violent storms. This creates a broad band of weather, maybe 300 miles wide, where the cold front was only 20 miles. The first thing you're gonna notice when the warm air moves in is high, wispy cirrus clouds. Cirrus clouds are so high in the atmosphere that they're made of ice crystals instead of raindrops. You can see the sun right through them. There's never going to be precipitation from a cirrus cloud. They kind of look like a horse's tail. Sometimes they're called mare's tail cirrus. As the front approaches you, the cloud deck is going to get lower and thicker, so the clouds are going to get darker and block out the sun. These are called stratus clouds. Stratus means they are in a layer. They cover the whole sky. And then as the front gets even closer to you, this may have taken 4 or 5 hours, the cloud deck gets even thicker and it starts to rain from it. And now we add the word nimbo, which refers to the rain, to the name. Remember, with a cold front, we had cumulonimbus clouds. Again, nimbus refers to precipitation coming out of it. This is going to be a light rain, a drizzle, a sprinkle, but it's going to last for hours, maybe 6 hours, maybe 8 hours, maybe 10 hours. A long, light rain. You're still in the cold air, so it's going to be cold and damp, kind of a dreary day. The sky's going to be dark, and this whole cloud probably is going to take 10, 12, 14 hours to pass over you. It's going to be an all-day soaker kind of rain. After the front passes, now you're in that warm 75-degree air, the sun comes out, and it's probably really humid because there's a lot of moisture and puddles everywhere. Never going to be severe weather, never going to be like flash floods or thunder or tornadoes or anything like that. It's just a long, drawn-out affair. Probably moves about 10 miles per hour, whereas the cold front moved 30 or 40 miles an hour. And that's the differences between cold fronts and warm fronts.